So how refraction of light takes place through prism? If a monochromatic light will pass through it, then we are saying it will pass through like that, and the refracted light ray will be parallel to the base, and the emergent light ray will pass by making an angle of deviation. And the relation I plus E equal to A plus D will be satisfied here. I plus E, A plus D. I is angle of incidence. Here you can find angle of incidence by drawing a normal to the first surface, angle of emergence by drawing a normal to the second surface, and then A is angle of prism, that is in equilateral prism it is 60 degree, and then D is angle of deviation by producing incident ray in forward direction and emergent ray in backward direction to get an angle, that is angle of deviation. By how much angle the incident ray is deviated to for the emergent ray. Okay, so how we can trace the path of the light ray? By using the prism and some pins. Let us have an activity to go through it to find the trace the path of light ray. Okay. So what is the procedure? First draw the outline of the prism. Okay, I have drawn the outline of the prism by placing it over a straight line, horizontal line. Then what we have to do, by taking it outside, we have to place a point here. Then we have to draw a normal. Already I have made the normal 90 degree. Then we have to take an angle of incidence. Take an angle of incidence. Generally students do mistake here. They will take angle of incidence from this side. If I have told the angle of incidence for 35 degree, they will take from this side and mark it as angle of incidence 35 degree here. So this is the mistake. But to measure the angle of incidence, you have to place the protractor like here. Okay. Are you getting now? So you have to place the protractor like this, and from this side you see the angle between normal and the incident ray is angle of incidence. So I suppose I take for 35 degree. So I have to give symbol 35 degree here, 10, 20, 30 and 35. Okay. So then I have to join. So this is the direction. This will be the direction of incident ray. As we know, the incident ray should be produced to get the angle of deviation. So I have produced it. I have also produced it for getting the angle of deviation. Okay. Now, what we have to do? We have to place two pins on the incident ray. Here I have fixed one pin. The pin should be perpendicular to the plane of paper. Okay. Another I have fixed here. And the distance between two pins should be minimum 5 cm. This gap should be minimum 5 cm. If the gap will be more, then it will be observable nicely. Okay. Then what I have to do? I have to place the prism in the respective outline. Okay. So I have placed now. So after placing, what we have to do? See to the whiteboard. What we have observed from this side, this space it will incident and other place it will refract. So I have to check the refracted emergent ray from the other face. Okay. So you see here. So how we can get emergent ray? We can get emergent ray from this surface. Okay. From this surface we can get emergent ray. From this surface, light will strike here, and from this surface we will get the emergent ray. So observing from this side, we have to fix two pins. These pins. So these are the two pins, first and second pin, and this is the third pin, which is placed in a straight line by looking through the prism. This surface, it is straight line with these two pins. Then fourth pins. Then I have to fix another pin, fourth pin. Yes, I have fixed. You can also observe how these pins are fixed. You see that side two pins and this face two pins are observed from this surface, how the refracted, how the emergent ray will come out and these 4 pins are in straight line. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to take these 2 pins out and draw the pointer mark here, and then we have to join the line. So now I have fixed the 2 positions, so I have to join. Now the work of prism is over, so I have left out the prism from this table. We have to handle it carefully, otherwise it will be broken. Okay, so by joining these I can get the emergent ray. So producing the emergent ray in backward direction, we will get the angle of deviation here. Okay, this is the angle of deviation, and joining the point of emergence and point of incidence, it will produce the refracted ray. So this is the refracted ray. This ray is refracted ray. And this is incident ray, and this is the angle of incidence, and this is the angle of deviation. And by drawing normal here, by drawing a normal to this surface, from the point of emergence, we can get the angle of emergence. Okay, so we have angle of emergence, angle of deviation, angle of incidence, and angle of prism is in this case 60 degree. Okay, so now the result is in our hand. By measuring various angles, angle of incidence, angle of emergence, angle of deviation, and angle of prism, we know 60 degree. We can get here the relation I plus E is 105 degree and A plus T is also 105 degree. So it is clear I plus E equal to A plus T. This relation is proved. Okay, so our experiment is true. It may deviate, it may fluctuate by 1 degree or 2 degree, then it may be okay also. Okay, hope you will have understood this topic, how to trace the path of light ray passing through a prism, and how to verify that you have drawn the correct line or not by checking I plus E equal to A plus T. So everyone, take a note of this procedure, what to do and how to measure the angle of incidence. Practical questions may be asked in the exam. So be careful and hope for the best. Thank you all.